Hi everyone, it's Scott at powersteeringseals.com coming to you again with another video on torque sensors. We want to try and help everyone understand these little devices. They are fairly complicated. Today we're going to talk about original equipment torque sensors versus an aftermarket, most likely made in China, copy. You see two of them in front of you here. We're going to talk about physical differences first. On the left is the original equipment. That's a Ford sensor. By the way, everything I'm going to talk about today does apply equally to GM and Ford, but we're using Ford as our example here today. On the left is our Ford original equipment manufacturer sensor. On the right is our aftermarket copy sensor. And you can see they do look fairly similar. One of the things you can tell about the aftermarket copies is the color. Little difference here. Big difference on the inside. You see the aftermarket one's a lot whiter. I have seen aftermarket ones with black housings. Definitely aftermarket if it's a black housing. The original equipment, see if I can get this in here. You'll see right there, it's going to say Mexico. All the original equipment sensors are produced in Mexico. The aftermarket sensor has nothing here. No indication. These do, I believe, say on the box that they are made in China, the box they come in. There is one other indication. There's a number here. If we can see it right there. There is a number in the housing. This is your aftermarket. Those are the basic physical differences. There's also one other physical difference I'm going to point out, and I'm going to try to highlight this for you. On these sensors, there's two tabs. You can see them right here. And I'm going to just try to touch this pen on them. Right there and right there. The inner one here is your angle disc. This one back here is your torque disc. Let me put this pen down. On the aftermarket one, you see we do have a tab. I'm going to use my pen again. We do have a tab here on the angle disc, but back here there's no tab. Tab there, but no tab here. You can see that. Let me bring the factory one back up here so you can see. See the tab there on the back one? That's crucial. No tab. So these all come pinned. What the pin does is hold the discs, the two discs in alignment with the orientation to the wiring harness. I'm going to pull the pin. I have the equipment to put the pin back in. Don't do this until it's installed and everything's aligned. But I want to show you something. I'm going to hold on to the angle disc and I want to show you, see how the torque disc moves independently. There you go. It'll move plus or minus 5 degrees. The factory one, that's what they're designed to do. The aftermarket one with these discs do not move independently. I'm kind of pushing on it. I'm holding the top when I'm trying to turn the bottom one, and they don't turn independently. They do turn together, but independently they do not turn. So that's a huge operational difference between the OEM and aftermarket. Definitely want to replace these with the OEM stuff. You know, the aftermarket is a lot cheaper. I can't say that it works as well. This is Scott, powersteeringseals.com. I'm going to wrap it up there. Oh, one other quick point. Serial number. All the OEMs have serial numbers on them. Aftermarket doesn't. So be sure you look for serial numbers and everything I pointed out to you today. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.